now with
Let's
the.
see.
We're actually going to find out who won. Do you know who won game 1?
No, but we'll find out.
Soon find out. Whoever will be on the draw.
We have an upside down scoreboard.
But it's the right
Russell,
way. No, it's the right way around for the players.
Could we find out who won that match?
Can we find out who won
Who
game 1?
won that game one of round 2?
So. We are in
Apologies
round
to
2.
everybody.
It's been a bit of a tough one so far, but we are jumping into it now. We have Jund on your left versus Bant. Nathaniel did. So Bant Nightfall up 1-0. It was a really long and quite close game by the looks of it.
It was 30 minutes.
It took forever.
Seems
so
good,
we're
right?
going to quickly change the scoreboard. So it is 1 to Nathaniel. Players have got about 15 minutes left on the round.
They have, yeah.
That's not a lot of time.
No, but it's 15 minutes on the round, so it was 35 minutes.
Ooh. Yeah.
35 minutes
good,
game 1.
Good game 1. Loved
it's
it.
not the mono blue Tron mirror, so I'm surprised there. Or
it
Lantern
is, to
Control
be fairly,
mirror.
really grindy.
They are both really grindy decks, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. There is definitely some challenges
yes.
that need to be wrought through in this matchup. Players got to quickly resolve their sideboarding plans.
I was at GP. Oh, no, sorry. I was at a event in Birmingham.
Yeah.
Relatively big event. It was for the MKM series. Quite a nice, nice event. I think there was about 300 to 400 players playing, and I still remember to this day that there was this Lantern Control mirror at relatively. I think it was on table 6. So they were doing well. This was midday. One of the players of the table had to get up and ask the judge a question. I think it was over some pithing needle ruling with Mox Opal and such. To which, obviously, the normal response is, can I name a card with Pithing Needle? And the answer is?
Yes.
Yes, you can name that card. Whether it will work is a different question.
So what was he wanting to what was he wanting to name?
I think it was Mox Opal to see if it would affect that, but it doesn't because it's a mana ability, right? So
as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
The one you need for that is Stony Silence.
Or for Phyrexian Revoker.
Or for Phyrexian Revoker.
But so I called him on the way back and I said, oh, you've had a long game one. He goes, oh, yes, the Lantern Mirror. Lantern decks are quite grindy. So I think, yeah, we gathered that. You're playing Lantern Control. You have no soul, I'm afraid, sadly. But enjoy your 50-minute game 1.
Yeah, but it was like the old blue-white decks that used to like win 1-0 because it took them 50 minutes to win game 1. They would just play with the food until either their opponent conceded, realizing they actually have to play game 2, or they get to the point where it was like, but we're going to see players looking at their opening hands look like Raphael is happy with his hand. He has a turn 2 Dark Confidant, and Brooke Decay Liliana ready to go. We're going to see both players keeping A7. Nathaniel going to start with no turn 1 play. Interesting.
No.
Interesting of no turn 1 play.
Wonderful.
Nice, easy magic. Twilight Mire.
Easy mana.
Has been reprinted.
Yes. It's glorious that it's been reprinted.
It certainly is. Very nice.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
So Dark Confidant.
Yeah, that's a Dark Confidant, but he's just going to fetch up and shock. It looks like there might be some form of path to exile, or... I imagine so.
I imagine this might be
There's nothing else coming out at instant speed, for one.
No, it's getting passed. Goodbye, Dark Confidant. That is a very, very aggressive path to exile there from Nathaniel.
Is, but that card in the matchup, I think, is glorious, right?
Oh, yeah.
You've got no real way of getting around it, sadly.
No, you don't.
So you just got to kind of...
Especially when you have a follow-up Voice Resurgence.
Yeah.
Seems pretty nice.
Nice.
Seems rather good, but maybe we should see what comes here. So we're going to see a Lightning Bolt to draw for the turn here. No red mana, though. No red mana available.
No.
So Swamp into play. We do have a Abrupt Decay.
That's
so we're going to do that straight away.
Yep.
Rid of that. Boom.
Seems
Goodbye,
good.
friend. And we're going to follow up with a Scavenging Ooze.
Scavenging Ooze.
Very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. We see Bird of Paradise to draw for the turn. So we have a Kasali Pride Mage. We also have a Knight to the Reliquary.
Is Nathaniel playing any of the Aven Mind Sensors?
I don't believe he is, no.
Because that's the sort of instant speed trick, isn't it? If you played a land, for instance, and attacked with the 1/1, you'd probably take it if you're a foul, but yeah.
I'm going
to
work out his work out to get hand cam on.
Ah, yes, yeah.
So look at me and I'll get you to
Sweet. So we have a Knight of the Reliquary there, and the Knight of the Reliquary is a 3/3, so it can still be bolted if he was to draw into red mana. Let's see. Although there is something very, very nice there. There is a glorious Liliana of the Veil hiding out there in the bushes. If you are in the stream, we do apologise. We had a nightmare trying to set up the beginning thing. There was some streaming issues with getting connected to Twitch, but they are finished. We are back in. We are hopefully able to answer your questions now. So if you have any questions, wonderful. So we have a new addition as well to the stream chat. We have hand cams, which is actually really quite cool. I love the hand cams. The new addition is
very nice.
Really, really good. Getting to see there. And Nathaniel has, it looks like a Bird of Paradise.
Nice. Very nice.
It's a nice one. It's the good one as well. Oh.
What, the original?
No, that's the Biobox promo. No, it's not the Biobox promo, sorry. It's the
8th edition?
7th?
Oh, well, but not too much left in hand, but a big attack here. Nice chunk down to 15 for Urafal. Yeah, the Exalted being very nice.
Sweet.
Sweet as. But Liliana being pretty rough right now.
Feel free, if you do have any questions though, guys, just hit us with a message. We are fully capable now of seeing the chat, so hopefully.
Yes, we should be able to answer any of your questions tonight.
The Scavenging Ooze has grown by 1, which was a great target for Abrupt Decay, isn't it, really? Oh no, sorry, Maelstrom Pulse it was. That was the thing for last turn. I think you eat it now,
you have
right?
Liliana, which means you can probably get rid of the bird.
And eat it, though.
Yep.
I think there's another removal spell there for Raphael.
Yeah, but he has a lightning bolt, but no red mana. That's the problem.
Peek on his hand, although his arm is inconveniently out of the way. Oh, so he's just going to take it.
Oh, he has the red mana now. That's a huge draw.
It's what?
It's a huge draw.
It's a skewge.
It's a skewge draw. We're going to see 3 mana. We're going to see Liliana of the Veil. We're going to see the Bird of Paradise being sacrificed here. This game, less of the what dies feeds the Tarmogoyf. What is more like what dies feeds the Scavenging Ooze. So we're going to see a draw for the turn here. Have a little
so how many islands do they play then in this deck, roughly?
Normally, well, it's gone up to, I believe, 1 with the introduction of the Wallet Sculptor.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So obviously Jace the Mind Sculptor being one of the newer additions to these more creature-based decks. It's actually quite a good threat for these creature decks because you put yourself in a position where you can play the card and protect it, which is obviously really nice. We're going to see a Kraken of the Horizon Canopy here. It's a good value card. It's a good value.
It's a very good.
And if you can ever land it and protect it, you feel so far ahead. Yeah. It's ridiculous how far ahead that you can feel. So I think we're going to see a Bird of Paradise played here for Nathaniel, and then possibly a nice little attack here into probably killing Liliana. It depends if he smells the lightning bolt.
I think that's still a sensible play to do though right now.
But also he does have another Liliana.
Does he play Mountain though? I'm not sure.
He's going to have a think. He's going to sacrifice his land. I think this is where we see the 3 damage being taken. Scavenging Ooze already gained 2 life. We're might be seeing a Blood Crypt here, I imagine. Oh, we're going for the Stomping Ground, getting the most amount of green mana available. We're going to Lightning Bolt the Voice Resurgence token. Yep. So has now eaten 2 removal spells, that card, and Voice Birds into play.
Lily's going to go and die, right?
Yeah, I think Lily's the one to die. Yeah. So yeah, Liliana, the Veil, into the graveyard.
That's 1 down.
Yeah.
1 Lily down. Probably 3 more to come.
And obviously, yeah, the main thing to bear in mind is the Jund player is winning this race. At the moment,
yes.
With 7 minutes on the round.
Yeah. Fantastic. All right, guys, if you can hear us, could we just get some PogChamps in the chat? Just to make sure that everything is fully up and working. So, PogChamps in the chat if you can hear us.
So we can see the Chump Block.
Yep.
Against the Scavenging Ooze.
He's going to eat it.
Oh, this would be really good now for this Liliana. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Liliana's good.
Savage.
Oh, this is good.
If you're trying to grind out value, Liliana's so good.
Obviously using the... Oh, no, Treetop Village as well. Using the Twilight Math. Filtered effect.
Great, thank you, Lodrosity.
Thank you, Lodrosity. Well, got plenty of things in hand. None of them do anything here for Nathaniel. That is, looks like 3 lands. We can have a quick click up the hand cam. It's a land and a Hinterland Harbour, in fact. So another... yeah, he's going to show him the lands. Just go, whatever, we're done here.
So it's 1 apiece.
1 and 1.
Not as slow as last game.
No, that one was a lot faster. John just got ahead, got rolling.
Yeah.
Nathaniel drew maybe 3 or 4 too many lands in that game.
I think it was ramping him then.
Yeah,
because
that hurt
he
a lot,
managed to
especially on turn
do
1.
Yeah, but he managed to do the Abrupt Decay and Scavenging Ooze on the same turn.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
And I think in that stage, that just tipped the balance because he couldn't play out anything more. It was sensible.
Really?
He didn't actually have.
On turn 1?
I don't think you ever path on turn 1, regardless of what it is. Maybe unless it's against burn.
But even... I still think there's a reason for that. Even then you don't.
On your turn 1, this is.
Sure.
So maybe turn 2 to try and kill an Eidolon, you path it.
He took 3 damage to do that as well.
Yeah.
Rather than just maybe 1 if he had waited to see what his draw step was.
It's got its corner cases, sure.
Oh, of
but
course it does.
I actually really don't like Path to Exile at the moment in this current game
Oh.
meta. Like, it
Really?
is. No, I don't. And for very good reasons, actually. The
Okay,
Path
so
to
what's the
Exile
reasons
is
then?
ramping too much. And in this, where everything is so important about being mana efficient, giving your opponent an extra card out of your deck, so they're potentially getting more live draws. Your basic land count doesn't really matter because everyone plays about 3, 4, 2 basics, whatever.
Yep.
Maybe 1 if you're on humans, or actually no, they're on 2 now, aren't they?
Yeah. So, do you think we see the push the hierarch?
I think you push the button. Push the button and let
Lose
him know.
2. The airbender
It certainly
back
does, yeah.
Yes, it certainly does. We see the noble hierarch pushed off the board. So we have Bolt the Bird, we have Push the Hierarch now.
Yeah, that's right.
The draw, see if he has a turn
Happening
2 play.
since 1980.
Scavenging Ooze, a very nice follow-up there. Draw for the turn.
Now that's a
finds
card you have to get rid
Colligan's
of, right?
Command, but no red mana still, unfortunately. A Treetop Village, so I think he's got double Treetop Village for Raphael, and this game could get out of hand quite quickly.
I do see
Especially as
a...
Mirren Crusader.
Yes. I see
Hello.
a Goyf in hand, though, for Raphael. So
No third land.
it could definitely grow slightly bigger than the Ooze for the time.
Multiple Tarmogoyfs.
Ah, yes, there's another. Yeah, so he's really leaning on getting those extra, that red sauce. Hopefully, very
He's
soon.
going to pass the turn, so maybe he has a removal spell in the form of
Hopefully an Abrupt Decay?
Yes, he
yeah,
does
he's
have
just
an
put
Abrupt
to the
Decay.
front. Sweet.
So I think you take any damage here, but there's a Wallet Sculptor in hand here for Nathaniel. Smell me some value. I think as soon as you get rid of this Scavenging Ooze, it looks really good for you. Like this Mirren Crusader is going to be an absolute
smell
pain.
money. Oh.
But he does have Lightning Bolts
He has got Liliana's.
and Lightning Bolts.
Yeah.
Protection from green
Yeah.
and from red doesn't help you from lightning.
Serves in there. Abrupt Decay is that. It's particularly nice. Do we know if Raphael is actually on the Bloodbraid Elf? I don't think we saw them last.
I think he is, yes. I saw them in game 1.
Oh, you saw them in game 1, right. Yeah, we had quite a bit of technical difficulties, sadly. There's Goyf. There's his own Scavenging Ooze. Seems good.
Yeah, that's one way of trying to take over a game.
I mean, you are taking 4 damage pretty much every turn,
Yep.
or you're
we've
not
got,
dealing.
we've got a Tyler's Tracker. And maybe a Path to Exile as well here. Looks like, yes, a Path to Exile as well.
I love me.
So that's really interesting. So interesting enough, obviously he's gone to make sure he can hold it. I've not gone for the Wallet Sculptor on this turn.
I think
Looks
that's
like
sensible, though,
That's a
because
pretty good hand, though, in the hand there for Nathaniel. Looks like Kitchen Finks, Knight of the Reliquary, and
Yep.
Jace the Mind
Yep.
Sculptor. Going to see it being correct straight away.
if you were to play Jace on here on this board, you wouldn't be attacking with the Mirren Crusader, and then you might, bounce one of their creatures, which seems not that great.
Seems pretty
really.
good.
Either way, doesn't seem particularly great to me.
The risk is obviously him drawing red mana, which he still hasn't. Bloodbraid Elf into hand.
Yeah.
Another
That's the risk, I
Tarmogoyf.
think. Like, is it?
No
was the
red
draw
mana.
Tarmogoyf there?
No, it was a
so-
Bloodbraid Elf.
Oh, I see. Okay. But he has got the Has he got another land in hand at all? No, he hasn't. So,
So it was
well, make another
interesting that Nathaniel didn't go for the Path to Exile play.
No, and I still think that's a sensible play at the moment. There might be a basic mountain that Raphael could benefit from, and he certainly would.
3 clues.
That's actually really relevant right now, because how big are the Goyfs? They are 1, 2, 3.
Let me go grab my Talmo die and I will
Yeah,
sort
you've
that
got a
out.
bigger Tamo die, so we're going to give them a Tamo die. I don't know why people that play Goyfs don't buy a Tamo die. They've obviously got the money for the Goyfs, but maybe it's run out. They didn't have enough for a Tamo die. Wonderful. So we're just going to sort out a Tamo die for them. So there's 3 clues as well. Wonderful. So it's the 3-4. Glorious. So Knight of the Reliquary is, as well, a 4-4. Okay. 4-4 with potential to be a 5-5. That's really quite nice.
It's a very large monster.
So
Only a 2-3 now.
So the Scavenging Ooze is going to eat away the lands,
Which
yes.
seems good. Keeps control of the knight.
It does.
And that's all you want to do in this matchup, keep control of the knight. Because Nathaniel is on the Nightfall version of Bant Company. He's not on the Countess Company version. He is on Nightfall.
Okay.
So 2 mana probably going to be tapped here. I can probably see cracking the clue. I like keeping the mana available. Yes, you're going to lose a life down to 15. Careful.
Saucy.
Saucy. Draw.
Do you like cracking the clue there? Or not?
Yes, I do. A lot.
Yeah.
You're really far ahead at the moment. You just want to try and
Or do you not want to like just crack your Horizon Canopy?
No, the mana is really important right now, I think, to have as much available, especially when you have Jace in hand as well. You want to try and resolve Jace with other things as well. Looks like he's found a copy of Selfless Spirit.
That's particularly good.
Yeah, and I think you're in a good position right now. If you are in Nathaniel's seat,
he's got a few K commands, hasn't he, in his hand?
I mean, I could see you casting Jace now and trying to dig for, say, a Path to Exile.
Bounce the Scoos. I'd definitely be up for bouncing the Scoos, I think.
That is time on the round.
Ooh, there we go. So the last
this game may not finish.
This is going to be turn 0 for Nathaniel here. Nathaniel's been playing a lot of decks recently, hasn't he? He was playing Jeskai Control last week.
Yep.
He was playing... I don't know how he's got access to all these cards. His bank balance must be fairly empty.
or fairly robust.
Fairly secure. But that is time of the round, so we're just going to sort up here, finish off all of the castings. This is still turn numero 0.
So 4 mana, we're going to lose a life, and we're going to make a Wallet Sculptor.
Ooh.
Interesting enough that he cracked the land beforehand.
Yeah.
So Jace is going to go at 3 loyalty.
I think you bounce the Scoos, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Like, I don't mind like bouncing and crunching with the tracker.
Yeah, you've got... actually, it's going to be slightly bigger than the...
He's going to brainstorm, though. So we're going to see some pretty average cards. Oh, there's a Path to Exile, though.
But there's another land drop, right? Or has he had his...
No, he's already made the land drop for turn.
He's made the land drop.
And he cracked his fetch land as well, which really surprises me that he didn't try and hold the fetch land. Having Knight of the Reliquary obviously helps as well. You're going to see 2 mana.
It's definitely fine.
It looks like we're going to see a Selfless Spirit.
I think that's the...
Now we're going to see the attacks begin.
Yeah, so he's got some protection here as well, so 3, 4. This is going to be
a long drawn out affair.
First turn of the 5
turn
turns.
1.
What is the draw for Raphael?
So deciding not to use the Scavenging Ooze as a Graphics Cage.
Well,
that just seems pretty rough. But again, it may not have been good anyway, because he's not funding the collector companies.
That's right.
Just good cards drawn by the Bant deck.
Yeah. You've got to start serving in, though, I think, with the...
Also, just not finding red mana has really hurt.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of did just enough in the last game.
Now we're going to pass a turn back. Turn 2 of extra turns here.
So this is actually showing why I really still... If I was playing Jund still, then I would play Basic Mountain.
Yes.
Well,
just in case someone passes you.
Yeah. It gives you access to another source. Also really helps in the burn or as we saw earlier in as we saw, viewers didn't see sadly against the Bushwhacker Zoo. Bushwhacker Zoo
Control versus 8-whack.
8-whack, yeah. 8-whack goblins. Having that basic mountain is just really good to be able to.
Now we get to start growing the Knight of the Reliquary, trying to find some basic, some pretty good value cards here.
This is turn 2. As I think that's indicated by the die near the Graphics Cage.
Yes.
Welcome to the stream. We are located in
London.
London, innit? Yeah.
From London town.
We're in London, innit? You know, it's so good here, you know.
That was, I have no idea what that was.
I don't know here. We are having pretty good weather today, actually. Tell you what, it was 15 to 17 degrees here, which for you American people across the pond is probably about 50. So it wasn't too bad. Not amazingly warm, but not amazingly cold either. We managed to sort out the stream. Unfortunately, we're streaming to the wrong place today, wasn't it? Oh well. But we are here now, and we are ready to rock and roll. And there's going to be a tapping for... Dun, 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 dun. He's made loads of clues. It's a path
on the scavenging
ooze.
On the ooze of scavenging.
Does he have a basic mountain? Let's see.
Well, we soon find out.
He's going to gain a bit of life, I think, here with his floating green mana.
Yep.
Basic mountain.
I think he's just eaten away a lot of the creatures. A lot of the lands, actually, by the looks of it. No, he does not have a basic mountain.
He has at least one forest. I think that's really going to bite him. No? If he had access to a basic mountain, it would have been much easier. But there we go. Not to happen every single time.
Can't always be that lucky.
No, you can't. Unlike unless you were playing Storm against me earlier.
So we're going to pass the turn and go to turn number 3 of extra turns here for Nathaniel on the Bant Nightfall versus Raphael on his Jund deck. Well, it should be Jund, but at the moment it's a green-black.
Yeah, we're just playing the rock.
We are rocking people. I do actually quite like just the basic rock deck. You get to play Shadow of Doubt.
Yeah.
And you get to play Remnant Excavator.
And
Ghost Quarter.
Or Ghost Quarter, either
or
one.
Or Field of Ruin. I like Field of Ruin.
Yeah.
You also get to play a lot more basics. So you don't get wrecked by Blood Moon.
Yeah. You tend to do the wrecking against the Blood Moon. Yes.
Sorry, he is on turn 2, correct? Because it was turn 0 when the pad
that's right,
him,
It'll be turn 4 once it gets rotated back to Raphael, and then he gets the final turn on turn 5 for Bant Company.
No, Nathaniel had turn 0.
Oh, no, it is, yeah, sorry, yeah, my bad. Okay, yeah, so it would have been turn... Yeah, okay. So this is his last turn. Has he drawn... No, okay, so... There's not going to be enough damage. No, sadly.
The bounce was pretty good, though. I like it.
It's not too... not too bad.
But don't you just send in the Knight as well now? And the
I think
why not the Tireless Tracker?
With everything right.
Send
Has he
in
got
all
one
of
more
the
turn?
cards. And you
No,
send...
he hasn't. That's his last turn.
Yeah. No, he's got one more after this. It's turn 2 at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you also then... You
send in the tracker.
Why is he... Oh, he's fetching with the... Oh, he's going to get Township.
Ah. Not Township. No, maybe not. Maybe he goes for the... Oh, no, he hasn't got any red mana, has he?
He doesn't have Wolfrun in the deck by the looks of it either.
No. Well, that would be
not
another
that greedy.
reason, right?
Not that greedy.
Apparently not.
Activate Gavany Township here for Nathaniel.
What's that off? Robot Wars.
Yes.
Activate.
3, 2, 1.
Who was the Scottish guy that used to do...
Jonathan Pearson, Craig Charles.
No, not that. I was thinking of Gladiator.
No idea. Oh,
the Scottish referee.
Oh, man,
what was his name?
That guy was legendary.
3, 2, 1.
You were going on my first whistle. Oh, man, that was so... Oh, man, that's all days.
Contenders. You would go on my second whistle.
So good.
3, 2.
You definitely do this better than I do.
I love that.
Oh, man, that's so much fun.
They should bring it back, but old school. Oh,
but
what was it? Over to John Anderson.
Yes.
That's it.
You have to have him do it as well. Is he still alive
Chris?
at the moment?
Yeah, I'm sure.
He has to do it again.
He came back for the second sort of
celebrity version, yeah.
The Wolf was back.
The Wolf came back. Man, that's the guy's aged.
Great guy, though.
Great, what a legend.
He was it wasn't it like, that's, okay, so for those of you that are kind of
too young to remember.
Either too young or...
What the hell are we on about?
International.
A shake of the hands there. Nathaniel taking down this game. Yeah, showing him all the blood cards.
Hashtag need red mana.
Hashtag we have Infect versus
Yes.
Abzan. Tom Putt on your right, Josh Sperling on your left. Taking what looks like a mulligan. Tom happy with his opening hand. So, who do you believe is favoured in this match?
You know what? Lingering Souls is great against the deck, but it still doesn't deal with the...
So obviously this is the card that we think will be one of the best in the matchup.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. But getting to 3 mana and being comfortable.
Yep.
Right? So if you make...
That'll handle looks like it has no land
you have to
in it.
push. You have to push the Noble Hierarch on turn 1. But if you are going to mulligan...
or thought sees it away.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends on play draw, sure. We don't actually know who's on the play or the draw, but we shall soon find out. It's either way for this. If they go, boom, Noble Hierarch, then...
It's pretty rough.
Yeah, you have to have an answer to it on your turn.
Or you thought seize it. Or you thought seize them take their remaining threat.
Sure, if you're on the play, yeah. Play versus draw is difficult here. But they also have access to Spell Piercers now, so...
Danny, who's on the play? Who's on the play? Tom.
Okay, so Tom's on the play.
Abzan is on the play, so
You
this
know
is
what we
going to
can
be...
bring
Oh, hello.
Let's bring up the hand cams, our new feature for today.
So, looks like we have the Toman Hierarch.
Okay.
We also have a Path to Exile and a Thought Seize. Tom's not... Welcome, Will.
Yeah, right.
Mr. Will Leach, obviously, watching this matchup very intently. Tom has managed to extricate himself from a wedding this week, which is pretty good. Normally that man comes to comes to Magic tournaments or at a wedding. Normally at weddings. The man is very popular.
Let's see if we can get a good view of his hand here for Josh. Gives us a... Ooh.
Noble Hierarch.
Noble Hierarch. That's, I mean, the best time on play.
Oh no, this is... Ooh. I like Path this.
Okay,
that Swamp was really good draw.
If you can see my face right now, it's filled with confusion and...
Made me feel bad moments.
Yeah, well, okay, it
okay, sure, well, it's not going to have a hand.
Right, yeah.
Okay, there's an Ickleful Mirror as well.
Ew.
And a
that's
Ground
the new Might. No, that's the new Might of Volcrosa.
Oh, Might of Volcrosa. Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
So Inquisition take your Pump Spell, Thought Seize take your... You have to take Hierarch out of this hand, right?
Yeah. Well, Ickleful is okay.
Sure. But
I mean, the Pump Spell was fine, right? But you're playing a Path to Exile push deck, basically, right?
You also have... Okay, so he's going for the Steering Wheel.
Oh my god.
Sure, so he looks like he might have Lingering Souls.
But then he's not dead. Yeah.
He's not dead.
Basic Island. This is a weird deck.
But Hierarch here.
Swing for 2, yeah.
Take 2 poison. Tom obviously now has full information on what his opponent's playing, which is the most important thing. Sure, take 2.
Well, as you know, he's seen all of these cards. He doesn't know what he's drawn. He doesn't know that Josh has drawn the island.
Sure. So what are we going to see an untap
see the
here?
hand for Tom here.
Well, that's a Scavenging Ooze.
Ooh, nice.
We have a Path to Exile. Looks like a Thought Seize as well.
Yep.
Like firing that one off.
There's a replicate. Oh no, Path to Exile.
Lingering Souls. That's also pretty good.
So we mentioned that before. I think it's good in this situation. You're forcing to...
Okay, so you can double block the...
Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah.
Either way, you're getting a block.
And then the next turn you can do multiple things. But instead he's going to go, looks like Scavenging Ooze plus Path to Exile or Thought Seize.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to... Oh, we're Fatal... Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah, sure.
that's brave. I suppose it's only he only gets got by Apostle's Blessing.
Yeah, which is
not
almost a one-off in these decks now.
So that's a nice turn there for Tom. Like that lot. We're going to attack for 2 more poison. So we're going to go to 4 poison here. And we're going to see an island. No playing of the Ickleful though.
Didn't get a good look at what he drew though.
Blooming Marsh here.
Blooming Marsh. I actually don't like playing the island after that. I would have played it before and fired it up.
Okay, so Thought Seize, see what you're working with.
Yeah. See, this is the issue now. Unless he's got a spell
this is hand of Dismember. Okay, sure. Take the Ickleful and not feel too bad anymore.
There's some reason to actually sort of Dismember there.
I think you take the Ickleful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a poison threat. Like Dismember's not winning you the game.
No, it's not. No.
And also, Tom has a path. Tom now knows his Path to Exile is live to get rid of this. Ink Moth Nexus.
Well, depending on the draw.
Sure. Losing 2.
Yeah.
Tom has so far managed to lose 0 life to his lands. And we're going to attack for 2, which means we can also eat
our
this
poison
as
counter.
well.
Our poison counter will be available on eBay after the event. So if you're looking to pick up our classically drawn poison counter,
courtesy of Judge Danny, very much helped.
We'll ask him what art school he's graduated at.
So we're going to attack for 2. Path to Exile.
Is there a protection spell?
No, there is not, but there's a backup one.
Backup one.
Now, here's the interesting thing for you. Do you take the 2 poison?
I think so, right? Because
and then end step.
Yeah, you always take the 2 poison in that stage, because then you're eating up. You already know what one of his cards in his hand was. Or it's only one, right?
Also the choice of using the green-white land to use it rather than the black-white land. That seems like an interesting choice.
Yeah, it is an interesting choice.
So,
Danny, what art school did you graduate at?
Life.
Art Institute of Los Angeles.
Art Institute of LA is where Danny learnt his rad skills from, as we're going to see.
Right.
Lingering Souls here. Interesting enough, still not leaving up any black mana.
I didn't know you were a lexicon.
Sorry, green mana. So I think I would have just kept up green-white. I suppose he's trying to rep the Fatal Push. But you've got
and it is
Lingering
suitable.
Souls now.
You can serve. Yeah, I mean, keeping up a bit of a green mana, it seems sensible to me, but
obviously the life isn't necessarily relevant, but you can start stripping his graveyard of
the creatures,
things that
right?
say pump your stuff.
Yeah, you increase your clock with Scavenging Ooze.
But you can also get rid of things from the graveyard for Become Immense.
Yes, and that is a relevant thing right now, because that would have to have him stone dead.
So what has Tom drawn for the turn? Looks like Path to Exile.
Must
and be nice. And this is obviously where we're starting to see the power of this Abzan deck
peace and love.
pull away.
Peace and love.
Cheerio.
Brave.
Oh man,
brave.
All in. And we're going to eat away the Listener Elf. I think he just wants to get this game done.
Yeah.
His opponent's going to
lose
lose 5.
Mark on the life pad. He did. Nice. Thank you. I think he's down to 8, right?
Yep. 2 mana to flash back the Lingering Souls, which seems pretty good. 2 more spirits on the way here for
you got
Tom.
loads of blockers.
Yeah, you're not really struggling for blockers, correct.
And you don't even mind just chucking 1 in here, because, or even 2. You could do 2, but
you double block, force him to have a pump spell.
Pretty much, yeah.
You also then have Path to Exile if everything all goes wrong.
I mean, you know he's got Dismember in hand, right?
Sure, but he's paying 4 life.
Oh yeah. I didn't say it was good.
Going to see another forest here. That's a large number of basics in this Infect deck.
Well, they play a lot of basic forests.
Yes.
But the basic island is a bit curious.
Normally, yes.
They don't play basic island normally. Oh, you're half Scottish. Thank you, Beast and Love. That's great. How'd you do?
Lose 4, kill the Scavenging Ooze.
I mean, it seems savage, but
Put
you're
yourself
going to
to 4.
have to, right?
Which means that this should be a lethal attack in the air from Tom.
But he's got the Nexus.
And
he's got a pump smell. Yeah.
Got to attack with everything
as well. Thoughtseize first.
Oh yeah, you Thoughtseize first. Check the coast is clear.
What it is? No,
he's just going to go for the attack. Before blocks, I'm the path.
And
we're done! Pick him up.
There should be a new thing added in
explosion.
Dominaria. No.
Oh, right, okay.
Actually, no, we got rid of the explosions.
But you can have it for when someone wins a game.
Phase?
Yes, definitely. You may
add the scoop phase.
So Danny.
Judge.
As a judge, do you think it would be really good for Dominaria, for Wizards of the Coast, to introduce a new phase called the scoop phase and make it an official rule of the game where you can enter the scoop phase?
You can enter the scoop phase at any stage of the game. And that is
to be actually recognised as a phase of the game where you can just go, at instant speed, I'm going to, as an interrupt, enter the scoop phase.
Sounds great.
Yeah, let's go for it. Why not?
No help from the judge.
Sorry,
no help at all.
The game at any time. The CR says that already.
Can you not
can't
respond
enter
to
the
conceding?
scoop phase, but you can't. You need something you can respond to. It's like you can say to yourself, you can then respond by your opponent's sadness going on the stack, and you can let the sadness resolve, and then they can say.
I'm going to concede. In response to your concession, I'm going to gloat.
Your gloating resolves, and your sadness now goes on the stack.
Your sadness is increased by +1/+1 counter.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
It may go on again and again and again. It may proliferate.
Yeah, proliferate your...
If you were sad, start crying.
Yeah. You may then proliferate. The tears of the destroyed.
Feed on the tears of your enemies.
And the lamentations of their women.
Yes.
The old Viking one.
Like you just
crushed skulls
and
hear the lamentations of their women. What is that from? Oh, it's really funny and I can't think what it's from. Oh, well.
The only thing about tears and women was the thing in Borat. Do you remember that?
No, I think this is different.
Okay.
This is different. We are past 9 o'clock, so we can do the Watershed films now.
Yes. Borat's pretty glorious. Funny film. But
I've never seen it, nor do I have any particular interest in seeing it, ironically enough.
Yeah, there you are.
Not something that massively appeals to me, if I'm honest, but yes.
Sacha Baron Cohen, what an actor.
Was very good in Les Miserables.
He was
the
very
film.
good in that, yeah.
Really good in that one.
Master of the house.
Keeper of the zoo.
Keeper of the zoo.
Such a good film. The musical's even better, but yeah. Really, really good. So players are done with their sideboarding decisions. 4-4s in the 4-door.
Glorious.
Glorious. So players are going to shuffle up game at number 2. Tom Putt and his Abzan mid-range deck. 1 game to the good against the Infect lands deck. It was more blue-green lands. Didn't really do a lot. It was a mulligan to 5, and to be fair, it was a pretty good mulligan to 5.
It could work. Certainly had aspects of winning that game. The 1 pump spell would have been just enough.
Yeah,
almost.
it was a couple of decent, discard spells though.
Yeah, but then that's if you don't have your discard spells in this game, and you're relying on maybe you just got a handful of creatures or things like Liliana.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, Liliana is great, but a little bit slow.
That is true. Liliana can take its time to get going, but again, it's fine if your opponent doesn't have an Inkmoth Nexus.
Yeah.
But Tom's deck is pretty much removal / good card /
But if you have a hand of, say,
spells.
like a starting hand of maybe just 1 Inquisition, Tarmogoyf, Scavenging Ooze, Liliana,
removal spell.
No removal spell. Just say
Mulligan.
trackers, whatever. But like creatures and 1 discard
Mulligan.
spell. Would you mulligan?
Mulligan. Yeah. You need a removal spell.
You do need a removal spell, yeah. Ah, right, I see.
Who's that?
There's an MF Doom-esque mask.
No idea.
Sweet. Notorious.
Don't listen.
Notorious.
Don't listen to rap.
No, notorious.
Who? I don't listen
Here
to
we
rap.
go. We got a turn 1 Noble Hierarch off, possibly the best land in the deck as well, or second the best land.
What, the Pendelhaven?
The Pendelhaven.
So no turn 1 play here. Playing a couple of lands on that basic island, making its reappearance.
Sweet Haven.
Wow, excuse me.
Do you remember?
Oh, the Noble
Popeye?
Hierarch beatdown.
How about Popeye as a film?
What Popeye?
The Robin Williams film.
No.
Popeye. Did you never see that? Oh
No.
my God, this man. I'm
I'm
afraid.
sorry.
I'm afraid.
What, the notorious B.I.G.? Pass the turn
B.I.
back, fatal push. It is the ready.
You've got a really just dealing damage here can work.
Yeah.
In fact, we saw it in the
Tom's
at the
at
weekend.
18.
At the weekend, the
Oh, hello.
Oh, yeah.
We have it. Oh, no,
Love it.
I
I love
think
it.
we may
I
respond
love
with the
this.
fatal push.
and
which means
unfortunately,
they-
both of them go to the
Yep,
graveyard.
they both now hit the bin.
And does not return. Does not pass.
He can
go.
attack
You
for
do not
2.
collect
Oh, no,
200
he can attack for 1. Do not collect your 200 passing goes.
No.
Did you not call them that? 200 passing goes?
Passingos.
Yes,
no,
you passing go. Oh, okay, cool.
200 quid.
No, 200
Trees.
passing goes.
You know what? That used to cause wars in our
Oh,
house.
yeah, I bet it did.
Absolute wars.
Me and my brother used to have a fair few arguments about that as well.
What do you mean, haven't?
What do you mean you've got a hotel on there? When did that appear? Wasn't there last
the
turn?
old cheaty face hotels that just randomly slide in halfway through the game.
Oh.
Or you find out whoever's the banker has been doing several loans. to the
Some
bank.
very underhanded loans from the bank.
Yeah, I'm just going to take this and never repay it back.
Is it? Oh, is it me? Why is there a Dramogus command in hand?
Dramokus command on whose side?
Tom's side.
On Tom's side. That's a good removal spell.
Agreed.
And it gets rid of the enchantments as well.
Oh, hello.
Which is
Oh, hello. Oh,
discard
oh,
basic planes.
oh, wow.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness, that hand.
Oh no.
Oh my good lord, that hand.
You need to draw something.
And of course, Hierarch being a
Great.
0/1 means that it can't be affected by Pendelhaven.
We're
We're going to see the Islanders play a no play here for Josh, and his hand's really not working out for him today. And Lingering Souls. I know, it's terrible. what a scrub not having Cryptic Mana. What was he doing in his Infect deck? But another now he has Cryptic Mana.
Do you reckon he's playing Dryad Arbor?
I would imagine
I'd
so,
hope so.
yes. We're going to see an attack for 2, down to
I haven't seen too many
18
fetch lands though.
for Josh. Verdant Catacombs the play here. And
Here was me thinking.
Fulminator Mage.
Oh, hello.
Ooh, that's
Hello.
a nice one.
Hello,
Pretty
cheeky.
much cuts off the Flying Infect plan now.
Yes.
A little bit. Does help with that.
Yeah.
We're going to draw. Does shut off Inkmoth Nexus, which, ironically enough, was what was just drawn.
What a shame. Although you can get round it if you have a protection spell, so you just got to wait until you have a protection spell,
Well,
really.
we have a Become Immense, and a
That's not
Pendelhaven,
particularly good
and
protection
an
spell.
Inkmoth Nexus.
You want some kind of protection spell. Yeah, so you're going to mask it because there's no reason to be doing anything here. You're not taking too much damage. You're on a
Pretty slow clock.
4-turn clock.
Yeah.
So it's not too
5
bad.
turn actually. Oh no, I suppose you can add in the.
yeah, I mean,
yeah, you
it's
can add in the
four
shambling vent at some
3-turn
point.
clocks. There's a flashback lingering souls as well.
You can add in the shambling vent at some point if you want as well.
Shubli
Another swamp off the top looks like a Inquisition of Kozilek, which isn't going to hit anything, but at least it does
it
give
would
you the
hit
information of what. No,
nothing.
Become
Become Immense is, yeah.
Become Immense is quite a lot of mana. In fact, it abuses one of the
That's
sort of
quite
the other
funny,
abilities.
actually. Yeah. Become.
It was probably it was the slowest one to see play.
It was out of the Delve
Really
spells,
powerful Delve
yeah.
spell. Actually, no, there was a
Solte
slower one.
No, Solte
Scavenger.
Scavenger.
No,
yeah.
the Hooting Mandrills was a bit
Oh
slower.
no, I love Hooty.
Big hoots.
Big hoots.
Going to see another Inkmoth Nexus here.
So this is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's still 2 turns. Okay, so you just got to do it anyway, right?
You
Does
could.
this mean he's got a protection spell?
No, he doesn't. He has become immense. Maybe he's drawn one, but Tom deciding that the
See if
clock
we
is
can
more
get it.
important. The Grim Flare, the draw for the turn as well. Become immense. No, so
No.
no protection spell yet.
No.
But obviously Tom can make
Writing's
him
on the
do
wall.
it first, and then we're going to see the flashback.
Well, it
lingering
also
souls.
reduces the clock.
That is true.
So.
Let's see.
Shimoka's command's quite funny, actually. Activates.
So we have wow. So we have Abrupt Decay, Grim Flare, which he
Defender
decides not to
Haven,
play. Dramoka's command.
This could be quite funny because he's blocking the. So you just give it +1/+1.
Yeah.
And fight.
Yeah. Or in response, you make a token fight it, and give it +1/+1.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
And then if
either
that
way,
fails, then
yeah.
you blow. Oh no, 'cause
Yeah.
and then you get to blow up the. No,
Yeah.
you do it on Fulminator Mage because
Yeah,
if
you
you then
don't you don't care because
if
you
he
can
bec-
sack it to kill something else.
if he become
immense,
if he then become immenses, you
You
just
kill
sack
it.
in response.
Yeah. Yep. +1/+1 and fight, I guess. Yeah.
Yep.
Seems good.
And we're dead. Jim does get a -1/-1 counter on it.
Yeah. It
So
gets 2 actually because it got pumped by the Pendle
Yeah.
Haven. So
So it will
it'll be
actually
it'll be
die.
a 1/1. No, because it
Oh, yeah, it gets
permanently
+1/+1
gets a
counter, yeah.
+1/+1 counter.
That's true.
So
And Grim Flare to
has to be a
follow up.
creature off here.
It is a.
Oh, is that a?
I
that's
think
the
enchantment.
enchantment, isn't it?
No, it's the 1 mana
enchantment,
enchantment.
yeah.
Yeah. What's it called?
Shaper's
Sanctuary. Shaper's Sanctuary. That is
think
true.
it's-
Yeah.
Yeah. But
But he's looking
That's
at
lethal.
the clock. It's a 4/4. 4, 5,
Was he on
6,
10?
7, 8, 9.
I thought it was on 7 before.
Oh, no, he's on 10 now.
Oh yes, okay.
Oh, he's
so
gonna shake the hands
yeah, okay,
instead.
sure, yeah, because he got lethal, yeah.
Yeah, realizing
shame.
that players are ready, we're going to give them the thumbs up. And let's get rid of that terrible card, Become Immense. And instead you pick one.
It's a great card.
Oh, yes. Is that how you spell it?
I think it's like this, or it's no. I know what it is. Just like this. Just like this. Just like
a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
For those of you sitting at home, it's not like
you
that. No,
still
it's
can't
two thing.
spell.
Space it. No, it's not that. It's not. It's definitely not a hyphen.
I'm just going to annoy you.
Well, well
No.
done.
It's fine. I can still annoy you. I can make what I can do is I can make you feel better.
You can just do that. Withered Wayfarer anyway, going in, serving in for 1 damage here.
Oh.
Withered Wayfarers are such a glorious
Phyrexian
card.
Revoker, name Bird of Paradise. Please name Bird of Paradise. Please name Bird of
I
Paradise.
think it's going to be.
Please name Bird of Paradise.
It's the only thing that's going to work right now. Could be Scavenging Ooze. That's also a very good thing to name.
Yes, I believe he named Bird of Paradise with the Phyrexian Revoker. So what we'll do...
Phyrexian Revoker. The one thing that actually does affect mana dorks.
Yes, it does. That's actually one of the comical parts of this card.
Yep.
Phyrexian Revoker, 2 colourless mana, 2/1 horror. So it doesn't get bounced by
Thing in the Ice. Yeah, it's one of the other playable horrors, along with Spellsky.
Yes, that is true.
Ha ha ha.
And Bedlam Reveler.
Yes, yeah.
So enters the battlefield, name a non-land card. Activate abilities of sources with the chosen name cannot be activated. So we're going to see a fetching of a Misty Rainforest here down to 16 life already from Rory. The attack from the Weathered Wayfarer, is it? The 1 mana white card?
Yeah, the 1 mana. So it's got some relevant text here actually, but it's not good against like a Knight of the Red Recruit style deck.
Yes. Oh my lord.
Fauna Shaman.
Fauna Shaman. Did not expect to see that one appearing today.
I really want to play that card in a Naya shell with Vengevines and
That'd be pretty sweet.
Bloodbraid Elves.
That'd be pretty sweet. We're going to see an attack
Really
for 2.
good.
Do you want to block with the Fauna Shaman? No, we're going to take 2. Rory happy to take his licks here today.
Actually,
And a blade? Your favourite card?
My least favourite card of
No,
existence.
it's your favourite card.
No,
And you know what we're going to really
dare.
rub it.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
I'm just going to run off with the computer now. He's going to make it. You know what?
We should never have that thing uttered on stream. It's illegal. You're going to make me vomit on stream. You know that.
Yes, I am, but at least no one can see you do it.
At least, you know what? On the plus side, he's got a really nice looking token.
We're going to make up for it a little bit. See if it likes the fact that I put most of it in capital
I
letters.
do apologise for this extreme picture here right now.
Oh, that beautiful
It's
2 and a
beautiful.
white 1/1 makes a 3/3, and it gives it first strike. Now what we're going to do is very quickly pick up some nicer cards like this one.
You see, now that I agree with. That's a much better card. Sadly, can't be played in red and white.
I don't care. It can be played in green.
Yeah.
This card is wonderful. We see a Flooded Strand, the top card of the library. So at least he's got some mana going this time. Phyrexian Revoker shutting down the early turns, but allowing him now to start to pull back into this game.
We're going to see, hopefully, that's Direfleet Daredevil, but there's no instant or something.
No, we've got Flickwisp.
That makes a token. Soon.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
What take? Oh. Ew. This is the value train now beginning. Can't attack
Sort
with
of.
anything, though.
No, exactly. That's just exactly why Blade Splice is not very good.
Can't attack through a 2/4.
Yeah. Right?
Can confirm, can't attack through 2/4.
Can't attack through that. Can't normally attack through a Goyf. Can't normally attack through anything relevant.
Yep.
Sadly.
Plenty of lands here for
But very good at
Rory,
defending.
but he's going to gain a life now.
There we
Go
go.
to 15. Remember your triggers, Rory.
Tracker.
And a tracker. So this is a value combo deck by the looks of it. So he's playing the value cards, so the coursers, the trackers.
I think there's a copy of...
Spell Queller in hand.
Yeah. I definitely think there's at least one copy of the
But he has devoted
Retreat to
Druid.
Korra Home.
Possibly. It depends if he's running Knight. If he's not, then he's
Oh,
all
there's
on the
definitely
combo.
Night.
Well, not necessarily all the time, but this
No,
version
no,
does seem
this,
to be
it does
having
have Night.
Sure.
Seen him play in the round
Can
before against
confirm.
Affinity.
Oh, sure.
Does have Night.
Can confirm.
Unfortunately,
has
Knight doesn't do very well against Edge Champion. What a shame.
No. Does
Draw
not.
for the turn is...
Although
let's see if
that
we can get
matchup's
up
not bad
now.
for. That's bad
See his
matchup.
hand.
That matchup is not bad for the Collective Company deck. You know, you need
just
the thing you do need to
Daredevil.
do is click here before you keep resetting the chat.
Yeah, maybe.
What we can do is we can do
Maybe.
this.
can see his hand, although it's
Well,
conveniently
we can
got it
see a
covered up.
hand.
We can see a massive beard as well. It's
And
glorious.
a glorious beard for Rory here. We're going to
We've got a
see
new addition to
some
the
attacks
stream.
here.
Dun, dun, dun.
Block
2.
one of them.
Yes. Kill. None. 2 tokens.
Danny taking control of the game state.
At least, so on the plus side of the Blade Splicer token, it doesn't die,
That's true.
right? So if there is at any stage some amount of flicker effects, it's not going to die.
So here's one for you. Would you have made the spell Skite and blocked?
Yeah. Seems good. There's
Not the spell
then
Queller, sorry.
oh, the spell queller.
And blocked the
well,
Flicker
you
Wisp?
don't know that there isn't any bolts coming out of the red-white deck.
Sure, but at the same time, spell Queller's pretty bad into bolt.
Yeah. No, agreed. Definitely.
So 1, 2. Okay, we're going to discard. We're discarding a spell Queller, apparently.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want the Tireless Tracker.
Okay. Fair enough.
He's going to maybe find a Reflector
That's
Mage.
not
That's
a bad
much
idea.
more interesting. Now
Yeah.
that is much more interesting. So very interesting version of the deck here from Rory. Looks like he may be getting a Devoted Druid instead. Looking at Eternal Witness as well. That's a nice combo. He has a 1-off Meddling Mage as well. And the Walking Ballista as well. So he's going all in on the combo of the Ballista.
Yep. I think that Ballista's a fantastic card against any Death and Taxes deck in Modern. It's so backbreaking.
It's pretty good.
I mean, just think about what it can shoot down right now. It
Yeah,
can
so
shoot
he's
down
going to take Devoted Druid.
nearly everything.
Oh, I think the game's up, boys. I think we've worked out what our opponent's playing.
Yep.
I love that there's the flagstones of Trucaire
Trokia.
in play
Yes.
here for Maximilian.
A very, very good reason for that as well.
Okay, I'm sure you're going to tell me.
It's, it's a free fetch land as such.
Sure.
You can play multiple copies. It's very cheap. It doesn't lose any life. And it sorts your mana out at these stages of the game. And also you can Ghost Quarter it if you ever need to. And get the full value out of the land.
Wow.
But that's
the top of Rory's track's been pretty good
card.
so far. He decided not to take the Tireless Tracker, but I can definitely see him choosing to take this Collected Company.
Devoted Druid is the play here as well for Rory. So what's he sitting on in hand here right now?
Looks like a Eternal Witness and some lands at the moment. And a pass back for turn. Path to Exile at the ready.
Nice. Seems pretty solid right now, but you're still staring down about 9 power on the... Well, 9 attacking power from Maximilian. And you've got nothing really to deal with the Flicker Wisp, so it eventually will deal you the damages.
Yeah, and we're going to see the Path to Exile. Interesting enough, dealing with the Fauna Shaman. I like that play
Well,
there.
Yeah.
The problem is now if he, say, discards a card and goes and gets the
Would
win
you-
condition.
well, yeah. But then do you get rid of your...
I just
Collected
think
Company on top?
you just say, sure, I won't do anything. You can have a
Yeah,
1-mana removal
sure.
spell.
You know what might be fun? Direfleet Daredevil doing Collected Company.
Be pretty good.
Seems good. I would love to see that happen.
Oh, we
if
get to
it
go find a
does.
land as well.
Very, very nice.
Is it any land or just a basic land?
Any land. So you can actually
Get a
just screw
Flagstones
with a
of
mana.
Trucaire.
Maybe. As a cheating fetch land, sure. Or you might want to just get a Ghost Quarter or a Tectonic Edge. Probably Tectonic Edge. Or he might run Field of Ruin, but Field of Ruin doesn't seem great against like a Knight style deck.
No, where they have quite a lot of basics already.
Yeah. He's got
Tectonic Edge.
Tectonic Edge, so I don't think you Ghost Quarter because you know that their style of decks, they play a lot of basics.
Yeah.
But he might be thinking, oh, this is 3 colour, maybe there's not not so many basics.
The three colour decks normally run 5 basics plus 4 colourless lands of their own.
And Dorks for days.
Well, he has one in
So-
play. That's a pretty good one.
So he does fish up the basic. It goes into play, though. Oh, no, into hand? Goes into hand.
Yes, be pretty broken
There
if
you
it came into play.
Yeah.
I think more decks may
Well, no,
play
it's,
that.
it's the you can only do it if you control less lands than
Yeah.
your opponent. So, but it doesn't mean you can go and search them all up each time. So
Like White of the Night Orchid putting it
draw,
into play.
Tectonic Edge.
Yeah, good stuff. Can now deal with 2 lands.
I'm not sure if Rory's playing Jace the Wallop Sculptor or
I
not.
don't think he's playing the Wallet Sculptor
I'm
because you
not
have
sure.
to put a lot. You have to put at least
Yeah.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12 slots into the Devoted Druid combo.
Yeah, and it's also just not really that great in that deck, I think. Really? Like, I mean, yeah, you play a lot of good cards. It can get protected.
It's definitely better. Definitely better in the value deck.
Yes, yeah. You're just drawing your end gaming cards, but I guess it can search up your win cons.
Yeah, that's
which
true.
is quite nice.
Going to go down to 7 here for
That's
Rory.
still quite a lot of damage.
The thing as well is it's very difficult for this red
Welcome
white
back,
deck.
Lousy Zoot, by the way.
It's very difficult for this red white deck to take him off of his mana colours now.
Yes, yeah. So 3
We have a
mana
Flicker
here.
Wisp.
It's going to be another Flicker Wisp. Well, there you go.
Name Blaze Splicer.
Target.
Name Devoted Druid.
Oh, he's going to target the... Ah, interesting. Okay, so he's going to flicker the
I like
Fraction
that.
Revoker to shut off the win.
Yep.
The auto win. Seems good. And he knows that there's a Collector Company on top as well. So that comes back. Naming Devoted Druid. Sure. So he's going to tap the mana in response.
Very heads up play there.
And does. But then...
Revealing Gavany Township. Well, that means you can block.
Play that. Gain
Life.
life. Go back up to 8. Ding, ding, ding.
Seems
Wonderful.
Fine. Reveal Chord of Calling.
Just drawing so live. Because you got at least, what, one Fiend Hunter in the main deck, I'm sure?
Possibly.
Right? You've got to have something, surely.
I think it's just Coco now. Like, you can just win the game.
Well, yeah. There is some rather nice top decks coming here from...
Well, if you find Vizier of Remedies and
yeah,
Reflector,
right? Exactly.
and Reflector Mage.
You do it now because there's then no chance of shenanigans, or you just pass. Has he got land drop? I don't think he has, right? No, because
he's played already. Okay,
yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah, sure. There's still quite a lot of damage coming through, but then you've got the token from the Voice Resurgence, so but you're still dead in 3 attacks. No, actually, no, there's 2 Flicker Wisps. No, because you got chances to block, haven't you? I don't think you play the I'm just going to swing with everything dearly. Or maybe you do, actually. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, he has to block
7. You've got 7 attackers and there's 4 blockers, so yeah.
and
No,
6.
but there's how many
He's
ground?
getting 6
5
through
ground
in the air.
attacks. No, you'd be put to 1 from Rory's side. You'd be put to 1 because you block everything except one of the 1/1s.
So you take 7 damage, yeah.
You take 7 in total. So I think you still just jam in with the 3 golem tokens and
2
2
the
wisps.
2 Golem tokens and the 2 Wisps.
Yeah.
Yeah. The beatdown is good.
There's a chance for some quite nice blocks. But
Another Tectonic Edge here for Maximilian. It feels like this is actually pretty rough.
Take edge. Oh no, it's Ghost Quarter.
Sure.
Shoots that off. That's on the Gavany Township, of course. So
Sure.
no shenanigans there.
It's gone.
Now he's thinking about. It dies, but do you search for a basic? You keep the
Reflector
Mage on top. So that's the thought of it now. There's no removal spells for Rory in the main deck, I don't believe. Which is pretty tough, actually. So you're kind of stuck in this stage of the combo not being particularly great, especially in the face of like a Phyrexian Revoker, sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're seeing a lot of spice here from Rory, in fact, because we're playing it with Thalia Cunning for him. Actually, I think it looks like he's going after all of his blue mana, green mana, which doesn't matter. Which actually isn't too much of a problem because Rory has a green
you can't
fetch land
pump
in
it
hand.
now, right? And
So he's going after all his green mana. And Magus, oh wow, Magus of the Moon. That shuts off your deck more than your opponent's. I don't think that one's going to be cast.
yeah. Magus of the Moo.
Magus of the Mo. Magus of the Mo. Put 6 in the air, put you to 2.
I think you send in these, you force people to block. I mean, it does kind of create an issue where you then got a 4/4 token,
Sure.
but you have to block the other one anyway. With what you're effectively doing is you're making him block with the 2, and you're making him have a 4/4.
Yeah.
So
It looks like he's going to double block actually.
Okay.
He loses both of them, which is fine, but he gets rid of one of them.
It does get rid of one of them, yeah. And that's important. Having one of the tokens on the field is a lot easier to deal with because you have now a 4/4 to block it. Or 3/3 to block it. But you're going to play another creature.
I must say, Table 2, which was Infect versus Affinity, does already seem to be done.
Yeah.
Ricky? Who won? The ships passed in the night, and the Affinity ship passed faster than the Infect ship.
Who'd have known?
Who would have thought?
When you play a deck with the sideboard answers of a...
Because that's interesting. He goes after the Gavany Township with the Tectonic Edge.
I think that's sensible, right?
It's
Because
reasonable.
it's
Your
eventually
opponent's
going to
dead
grow
next
your
turn.
stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
So this
So Rory's
Reflector Mage
really
is going to have to,
thinking.
which is a bit of a shame because this Reflector Mage is suddenly going to have to target the.
Well, he's instead he's got 2 flying attackers.
Well, he has
There's
to.
nothing.
Well, he has to target a Flicker Wisp.
I think now you've got to try and find one of the spell quellers because. Actually, no. Even than that, you've got to have a removal spell. You have to have. I don't know.
Which he doesn't have
He
access to.
hasn't got it. He
Draw,
hasn't got it.
reveal. It's a hierarch. Doesn't do anything.
Yeah. It had to be. I don't know.
Yeah, because he doesn't have.
You
a
got a
Cold
land
Calling.
drop, so that's that's +1 life.
No,
Nope, that's it.
Picks
yeah,
him up.
There you go.
Red White Taxes taking down game number 1 on the back of the Blade
That
Splicer.
is- Well, no, actually, it wasn't that. It was Flicker Wisp.
No, no. 100% was Blade Splicer won that game. It's a good value card.
Yeah, as you can tell, John's gone to the land of Nod.
Dong! So why is John bleeding behind the camera? No, it's fine. He's fine. He's just gone to sleep.
Clearly gone to sleep because he wasn't watching that match.
No, clearly was. Clearly you're wrong, and it was
So
the
Blade
best.
Splicer did a job, right? Its job there was creating pressure.
Which it was wonderful.
Right, sure.
Great card, Blade Splicer.
But it was
100% great card.
blanked by 1 Courser Crufix, which, remind me again, how much mana does Courser Crufix cost?
3.
How much life did it gain him over the
Not
course of the
enough.
game? Not enough, no, but did it stop him from losing a
No.
turn earlier?
No.
Yes, it did. It gained him 4 life over the course of that game. So
You're just trying to make sure. You're just trying to make sure that I'm just going to say Blade Splicer's best card in the deck. It's fine.
yeah, maybe.
And I will be right. I think you've been playing with this headset that you don't want it to work, so you're going to try and ruin me.
No, this guy is not on the Discord, unfortunately. So for those of you that are not on the Death and Taxes Discord, this guy is not on the Death and Taxes Discord, but I have asked him to join.
Who's
so
this?
The
Maximilian
Yeah,
Talbot.
Maximilian. He is not on the Discord, sadly.
You better get that sorted out then, young sir.
Well, I'll slap him up after the game.
I'm sorry, what? You mean
You
hit him
heard?
up?
No?
Not slap him
up.
Slap him up
Yeah,
after the game.
I will do,
Tell
yeah.
him he hasn't.
With a
Tell him
backhand.
he is failing because he hasn't joined the correct group.
Well, we shall see.
Tom, did you win?
Ooh.
Huh? What were you
Wow.
doing? Bant Company. How did you lose? It's a good matchup. It's a good matchup for you. Oh, sure. Okay,
Wow.
so it turns out Scavenging Ooze is a very good card, just not that good.
There's been so many copies of Scavenging Ooze.
And your luck ran out finally.
Well, not top 8, sorry, in this match at the moment.
So players looking at their sideboarding options here, game number 2. Maximilian
There
out
is
1 game to 0.
something coming out of Maximilian's sideboard
What?
for Red Agendas.
Really?
Yes. Maybe not all 4.
I
but
like
certainly
some number. Yeah, I like some number.
Some number of them. I imagine burn spells, braids could be quite useful. A braid
yeah.
seems quite good.
Braid seems fine. Kills some amount of stuff.
Yeah. Just some more removal spells. Because you're playing against a creature deck that has slightly better fatty
Kills
ground
some
stuff.
amount of relevant cardboard.
Yes. Yep. Path to Exile doesn't seem particularly good in the face of coursers. Oh yes, I'll ramp you by 1 and gain you a life.
Yeah.
Sure. Not too good. Nicht so gut.
Nicht so good.
Welcome to the stream. If anybody has joined recently, in the next few minutes, we are going to be scooping to the next game here.
Well,
This is the last
not
round.
scooping.
No, not scooping, no. Oh, yeah, sorry, I just seen my hand. No,
It'd be
not
pretty
good.
rough.
Not so good. Nathaniel, you win. There's also Bant Company around today.
Yeah, there is lots
What's
of
up
Bant
with
Company.
that?
It's because good deck, that's why.
Is it? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm very sure.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
Is it as good as Blade Splicer?
Yes. It's better than Blade Splicer
Oh,
because
there you go.
all the cards are value. Because you get to play Courser, Knight,
There you go.
Tracker,
So clearly,
Scoos,
Blade Splicer is just a bad card then.
Wallet Sculptor,
Oh, I see some hate bears.
and that looks like a hand
But it's
with
not
1
Hay Bears.
land. So that might be a mulligan. Oh no, it's got an
No,
Ether
he's
Vial.
got an Aether Vial.
It's 1 land Ether Vial.
Snap keep.
Okay.
I see a Tectonic Edge in there, I think.
No. It's double path.
Oh, yes, he's got the foily paths.
Oh, we have a bird
That
on
is-
turn 1. Oh yes.
Bolt
get
the
them.
bird. No bolt in this deck though, by the looks of it.
Well,
Maybe some
we
braids.
don't know yet.
Hopefully Energizer will show up and prove me wrong.
What? The Energizer Bunny or?
Yep.
Oh, Thalia the draw for the turn. So
Seems
if let's just say that, say for
Eighth
example,
of
Rory next levels his opponent and brought in, say, some Reclamation Sages and had
Yes.
one this turn.
Or
Game may
he's
end.
got Crystalli Pride Mage. Maybe in hand, maybe? Or no?
No.
Nothing. Just
No.
land and a Reflector Mage and a Spellcaller.
Yeah.
Still good though.
Yeah,
But
still pretty good.
Spellcaller,
Not so good.
Nick Sigurd.
Nick Sorgold.
This is
Yeah,
where
so
you
he does
tick
have a
up and
collector
path
company, though.
yourself.
He does have Collector Company though, which seems pretty cool.
That's a nice draw for the...
Pass the turn back. Untap trigger, a 1 counter onto the Ether Vial. Oh,
You know what?
well,
Well,
when you
why
get
not?
there, you get there.
Do you path the bird? No, you do not. You just jam your Thalia.
And you get it countered.
You
and
get
you
it
get it
Spellclared,
countered
yeah.
very quickly indeed.
That is a very good target for the Spellcaller.
And of course,
Do
no
you get
curse,
your
no
basic
curse
island?
catcher.
I know, what was the land you...
It was a flooded strand.
Oh, so you can
yes.
get basic island.
Or planes.
Yeah, sure.
I like getting basic planes much
Yeah.
more than getting basic island.
Sure.
Obviously, we know there's a Megas of the Moon in hand.
Would you do lead on Thalia over, say, the Phyrexian Revoker that's in hand?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because of Revokers are
Collector
slightly
company.
better, right?
Well, because of Collector Company.
But then
Thalia
you'd
stops them
want to-
untapping and cocoing you.
Okay, sure, but then the same thing with Revoker.
Sure. I think Revoker's the weaker of the threats.
Then you'd
Thalia
want to
is
do
a
that
better threat.
first
I
then,
think
right?
Thalia is a much better threat. Oh, well.
Okay, sure. Well,
Oh, hello.
when you got it...
When you
sure.
have it, you got it. That was last round.
You're looking for the round information. No? Yes? No? Okay.
So,
Swings in for 2 with the Spellcaller here. Down to 18.
no, you're not. No.
And
lucky.
Coco now.
You brought,
Coco
your,
now.
you brought your luck with you.
Oh no, Tracker now. Is that no, okay, so he decides to go for the more value plan of some description.
So we're going to make a clue here with the Tireless Tracker.
Everything's entered and tapped, by the way, for those of you that are screaming your OCD heads off.
Yeah. And we see a Mirren Crusader.
Now, I've heard that's a quite good card.
And we're going to see a Phyrexian Revoker.
Naming
Sure. Oh, no,
Birds
Leonarbiter.
of Paradise.
Sure.
Nice.
And we're going to
Oh, yeah.
path.
Path
Oh,
and Path. So
sure.
that means they both get exiled. Your Thalia comes back. You cannot search.
Nope. That's pretty rough.
But you are welcome to shuffle your library.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. When you got it, you got it.
Okay, so here's a really interesting one. How did he sequence that?
So he path to exile, held
Targeting.
priority,
Sure.
targeting whatever, and then use the other mana to path the other
Oh,
thing.
well,
But when you got mana, you got mana.
make
so
Collector Company.
yes, just about.
I think you make it now.
Yeah. You got just about enough mana. You don't want him to have any other funky effects, like a Ghost Quarters next turn to strip you off the mana.
All right, so
But
pass
he's
the
gonna
turn.
pass. Wow.
Again, that's not
okay.
too bad, I
Well,
guess, because...
You got an options, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's no counter spells coming out of his opponent's deck.
Magus is going to be pretty savage, though. Is that Tectonic Edge?
Yeah, it is.
Hello. You can force him to do it now, and then Magus.
Sure, but you still got the Birds of Paradise.
I mean, yeah, but there's still no basic forest. So it does kind of restrict you. And you've got the, actually, you do have the Phyrexian Revoker, so you can sit there and name the
Okay, in response,
Birds of Paradise.
I would like to collect a company.
Yep. You have to do it now. Curiously as it is, I think you should activate the Aether Vial first. Reason for that is, when you cast this Phyrexian Revoker, you use the Aether Vial first, right? They have to respond to the activation of the Aether Vial. When it comes into play, Rory would then have to float mana. Specifically, green mana, right? Or just floating the mana in general.
He doesn't have to float at all.
No, he does, because he can't do it in response to the thing entering the battlefield. It's in response to the
but
activation of the Aether Vial.
but he still has a Birds of Paradise.
Sure, but then that means, like...
And now he has no
yeah,
green mana.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yes. So
Now
that's
you make Magus of
pretty
Moon.
good. You do not let him untap. So, okay.
Sure.
But then now, on draw step?
Okay, now he has a green mana by the looks of it with the finding of a Misty Rainforest.
Ah.
Or at least a green mana of some description.
Yeah. You play that, surely? And
Yeah,
crack.
fetch a basic.
Well,
Please get the
maybe.
basic. You have to get a basic forest.
So
Oh, you have to pay with Leon Arbiter, though.
yeah, that's exactly the problem at the moment.
Okay, sure, get a basic, play...
Interesting. What would you do here, guys? Answer in the chat what you would do here. Would you just fetch up a basic?
Feel pretty bad.
I think you would, but... because it doesn't really hurt you. You want to get a basic forest anyway. It's the least... You've got all of your colours. I don't think there's any sensible thing of going for a naughty land here. Let's have your opinions in chat. What would you do? What would you do? I'd also like to confirm that the chat is working. So if you are in the chat right now, type us a little message. Let's see if it's working.
Please feel free to join in.
Yeah, do join in. Makes our life a lot easier and we can entertain you a bit more. There. Okay, so... yes, it's working. Thank you, VR Cross. And what is that targeting? So he's going to bring in the Magus of the Moon. You cannot float any mana there, so you are actually out of time. Sort of. So the Leonin Arbiter goes back to hand. That's the target. So he can actually fetch here. If he oh no, he can't fetch, sorry, and he can't fetch in response. But he does have access to green mana still, for now.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Oh, no, he doesn't. Sorry, no, he doesn't. At all.
Oh, no.
So he hadn't crashed the fetch to the activation of the
Oh,
Eighth Vow.
no.
Plays a mountain.
Plays a Sacred Mountain.
Sacred Mountain.
Does
Thank
play
you,
a
Lazarus.
Sacred Mountain.
So the mana's getting cut off here for Rory, but there's still not really much of an offensive from Maximilian's side.
No.
And
But another collector
you-
company rolls off the top.
Well, yeah, but you can't cast it.
Can't cast that one.
No,
It can, like, I don't know.
can't cast it. You have Hallowed Mountain,
Oh, he does
Breeding Mountain, Temple Mountain.
and Bird of
path.
Mountain. Oh, we're going to take edge away a
No,
land.
you can't take down on edge. That
That's
is
a mountain.
mountain. Yeah. Maybe we need to get the judge back over there and... that is a tectonic mountain. Yeah, they've just seen it, so that's good.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Glorious. As John has scrambled over 15 people and knocked over several items of drink.
That's all right.
It's fine.
They were all empty, it's fine. But the Tectonic Mountain, obviously, not allowed to do that one.
That's one of my favourite mountains, Tectonic Mountain.
He did find he found a temple mountain.
Yep.
Or a mountain garden.
A mountain. I like that, actually. A mountain garden.
Yeah, he has a
The mountain
a
garden of Babylon.
He has a mountain fountain.
Yep.
He has a mountain pool.
Oh, no, I like Hallowed Mountain.
He has a hallowed mountain, a mountain garden.
Mountain
He
garden,
has a mountain pool or a breeded mountain. No, a mountain
Breeding
pool.
mountain.
A mountain pool.
Mountain pool, okay.
He has a misty mountain.
Over the Misty
Or
Mountains.
a mountain rainforest.
Name your favourite mountain.
We have
guys,
an
in chat.
inspiring.
See
We
that?
have an
Ooh,
inspiring
ooh, ooh,
mountain.
We have Mirren Crusader.
We have an inspiring mountain.
That's a particularly good draw.
It's not because it gets blocked by Reflector Mage.
How about inspiring treetop village?
No, it's an inspiring mountain.
Aspiring
It's a
mountain?
treetop mountain.
Mountain Vantage.
It's a mountain village.
Mountain.
It's an aspiring mountain?
No, it's a mountain. No, it's
Oh, but
there's
it's
a
got
blood
lightning
moon.
bolt. Ding,
There's a
ding,
blood
ding.
moon in play, so it's an inspiring
Lightning bolt
mountain
for
or a
that.
mountain vantage.
Swing in for 4 here for the Mirren Crusader. And that knocks him down to 12.
Pretty good.
Very
He needs to find
nice.
basic basic forest very quickly right
Oh,
now.
down to 10. What
Yep.
happened to him down to 10? He was at 16.
No idea. We're going to see another Leon Arbiter. That's fine. That doesn't
Arbiter.
actually do anything right now.
No, because you cannot fetch.
That's a Noble Hierarch, so nothing to be found there.
What a shame you didn't crack your Misty Rainforest, sadly, Rory. It's
What, your
been-
Misty Mountain?
Your Misty Mountain, sorry. Yeah, I must say the right thing.
It's a Sacred Mountain. And a Tectonic
Wonderful.
Mountain.
So another swing for 4, knocking Rory down to 6.
So we've still got a couple of turns.
Two
Get a draw.
swings.
That's a...
Mountain.
No. That's a
Oh,
Meddling
that's
Mage.
a Meddling Mage. Meddling Mountain.
Meddling Mountain.
Megalodon. Oh, hello. And that is lethal.
That will be lethal. Oh no, it can block with the Bird of Paradise.
Yes, actually, if he remembers.
If he remembers it's still there.
Wolf's most
Yep.
original jump blocker.
Yeah, the old Bears of Paradise.
He's going to shake the
Jump off it.
hand
But
anyway.
Yeah, I think the writing's on the wall there.
Could have given himself one more draw step. But red, white,
Taxes.
taking down Rory Poole and his Bant company deck.
That's how it's done.
2-0. It is how it
Yeah.
is done. What we're going to do is bring it back to the booth. So what we're going to do, because it does seem that the
sound is not working in the
sound
booth.
not working in the booth. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the main
problems.
match here. What we can do though is bring in this, so you can see our lovely shining faces.
Well, yeah. Interesting. So we've had a few technical issues. We will be sorting that for next stream. I will
100%. We will be sorting that.
Smashing that out an hour, hopefully, before we have to stream. So I do apologise about the inconsistency of today. It's been particularly poor. So accept my apology.
Yes. It's been a wonderful day of what we've been trying to sort out. It's a shame that unfortunately we weren't able to bring you a little bit more coverage. Hopefully we should be fully back in action for, well, definitely next Monday for Pauper.
That's right.
Tuesday for Legacy. And then hopefully next Wednesday we'll actually be able to bring you 4 rounds of modern action. Hopefully it'll be a bit of an easier one. We have a little bit to sort out.
A little bit less blood braid offs this week. So last week we saw
there were, but they were costs.
Well, no, but I mean, over the course of like
there's not many of them.
Yeah, there's not many at the moment.
Definitely more Jaces.
Definitely more Jaces this week, which is strange, right? So maybe people are just brewing a bit more. Who knows? London is this weird meta, isn't it?
It's really
so strange.
Agreed.
But we have to go off. We have to catch trains.
Yes, we do.
Certainly have to catch a train in the nearest amount of time.
So do I.
Yep.
And then back to train tomorrow. But however, thank you very much for joining us tonight for what we were able to show you. We'll be back with full coverage of modern action next Wednesday.
Only 4 rounds today, sadly, for those
Hopefully
people
we'll have a little bit more. And obviously, bearing in mind next week's a very important week.
Yes.
We have our winner box Pauper on Monday. We have Legacy on Tuesday, Wednesday on Modern, and then Saturday brings about our standard preliminary proto qualifier here at Dartford in London. We would love for you to all join us at any of those events. It's been wonderful again. Thank you very much, Chris. Hopefully next we'll have a little bit more.
We will have more.
But it's been wonderful to have you all along.
To do it. Thank you.
Thank you very much for watching.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.